After 4 long years of pure silence, the developers from Dreamlit finally revealed their work with the release of a long-awaited trailer for the upcoming title, Towers of Aghasba. While its appearance had decent success in intriguing players during the 2023 PlayStation Showcase, the vast majority of the gaming community is still unaware of its existence, and even less know exactly what the game is truly about. So, here comes the obvious question: what is Towers of Aghasba? At its very core, Towers is an open-world survival game like many others on the market. However, once we dig deeper into its numerous mechanics, we quickly realize that this title in particular is quite different from what we are used to in the genre. And today, I'm here to tell you not only what those systems are, but also why you should be excited about them. The survival genre is notoriously known for its social aspect. These games are known for their endless stories of wars between player factions, wild encounters, the dramas, the tragedies, the chaos. Here, the world is a playground, but the true game is the experience we have when interacting with other people. Of course, this can be both a positive and a negative thing, and unfortunately it seems that there's a tendency for the latter, with games like Rust, Ark, Conan, and many others having exceptionally toxic player bases, an aspect that arguably limits the reach this beautiful genre could have in the gaming industry. Towers of Aghasba, however, is different. Unlike the titles I just mentioned, Towers is a PvE exclusive game that focuses on the other aspects the survival genre is known for. Here, you start your journey upon arriving at the shores of the Aghasba island, finding nothing but a complete devastated piece of land, mostly devoid of life and filled with ruins of a destroyed civilization. That isn't to say there's no one around though. During your adventures, you will find a few locals belonging to a tribe named Shimu. Your objective is bringing Aghasba back to life, rebuilding the tribe's lost villages and regrowing the island's wildlife. And this is where the core gameplay loop resides. Your priority will be maintaining a balance between nature and civilization, with both sides be equally important for your progress, and it is up to your ingenuity and creativity to decide how you will achieve that goal. Gameplay is heavily focused around crafting and management, offering a much similar experience to Stardew Valley rather than other survival titles like Ark, but even those aspects are made in a unique and refreshing way. Towers is composed of numerous systems that all work together in a very dynamic manner, being wildlife the best example. There's a vast range of different ecosystems, each one attracting unique forms of both flora and fauna, and the players have total and complete control on how, where, and when they will create those biospheres. Something that must be taken into consideration since different organisms provide players with different resources necessary to expand and advance the island's local tribe. Aghasba itself also has some restrictions, being divided into several biomes, with each one only being able to sustain some of the available ecosystems, but that only enhances the level of variety and dynamic gameplay diversity the game has to offer, forcing players to think and strategize what and where to choose for the benefit of both sides. That also extends to the animals. Towers has a vast array of uniquely designed creatures which also contribute to the biosphere's well-being. We do know that most of them are interactable, providing us with perks and some even being rideable, but the details regarding that in specific wasn't yet shown, so it is hard to say for sure if we can actually tame these animals or not. Now, when it comes to the civilization side of things, their systems are equally complex. Just like you must create forests to attract wildlife, You also must build villages to attract more members of the Shimu tribe. With that in mind, players have access to a robust building system that allows them to customize their constructions to suit their needs. Even though you can't simply build anywhere, there are many areas throughout the island where you can raise villages and settlements, and depending on its location, players will get access to unique items, tools, and even building types that will affect how the Shimu civilization develops. Towers also possesses a strong narrative that will be unveiled during gameplay. Aghasba is home to several gods and other mystical entities. These, alongside some important Shimu characters, will offer you quests which upon completion will provide you with rewards as well as progressing the game's story. While it is a big part of the overall gameplay experience, the title's main focus is still its sandbox nature, so don't interpret it as a very story-driven game. The developers already stated that Towers does not prioritize difficulty, having a much larger focus on creativity, crafting, and exploration rather than challenge. However, for those who enjoy combat, we will still have something to play with. Within the island, there's an unnamed malevolent force as well as some hostile wildlife that will try to stop us completing the several quests we need to complete. That side of the game was not well explained as of yet. We already saw some units that we will eventually face and we have a vague idea where we can find them, but apart from that we don't know to what extent they will be in fact a threat. Maybe they will periodically attack villages or actively pursue us at some point, but this is pure speculation from my part, so only time will tell what we can expect. As I mentioned in the beginning, the game has no PvP component of any kind, but it still has multiplayer nonetheless. Players can play solo or with friends, able to visit other players' islands or play together in a peer-to-peer multiplayer experience with an emphasis on collaboration, providing us with a more relaxed and social-driven gameplay, which is frankly a huge breath of fresh air in a genre so deeply focused on hostile encounters. Its lack of PvP might be a huge deal-breaker for some, and it's completely understandable if that's the case, but for many others, this is an opportunity to enjoy the multiple element survival games are so popular for in a mostly non-hostile environment full of mystical and fantastical biomes and animals, offering an exotic and unique experience that we rarely see nowadays. The game is set to be released sometime in 2024, but until then we will still get a lot of info about Towers, so let me know if you guys are interested in me following it. Thank you for watching. If you are new to the channel and enjoy these kinds of thoughtful discussions about the survival genre and also enjoy dinosaur games, feel free to check the rest of my content. A huge thank you to my Patreon supporters for supporting the channel and the content I create. If you wanna join the ranks, the link will be in the description. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and opinions down below, join our Discord server for memes and nerd stuff, and I hope to see you all next week.